Am I done disregarding myself and making it as if I'm not important, when quite honestly, I'm probably one of the most important things in my life? Like, I want you to reflect on those decisions. Does that emulate the type of person that you see yourself as? Stop sleeping on you. Stop sleeping on yourself. Point blank, period. Hey sis. Welcome to another episode of the Sis I Love You podcast. Oh my gosh, there's people riding bikes in the background. You probably can't see because of how I got the lighting set up, but that's neither here or there. The topic for today's episode is you snooze on you, you lose you. You have to take the initiative to honestly define who you are. I need you to get a pen and paper. I need you to write down everything that you are, whether you believe it or not. And you think that sounds so simple, but a lot of times it's not. I even want you to go further and get a Pinterest board. You have to stop sleeping on yourself. A lot of times we have these gifts within ourselves. We have a certain way that we carry a room and a certain way that people perceive us, yet we feel almost the complete opposite about ourselves. And it sucks because that makes you play it small within every arena that there is within your world and others people's world. Because if they see you like that, but if you knew who you were, imagine how you'd be in someone else's eyes. Just imagine. And that's another thing. Sometimes you have to take yourself outside of your body and look at yourself in a third person's perspective. I think it's third person's, Correct me if I'm wrong. And that's one of the biggest things. You have to learn that you have to stop sleeping on you. You got to stop thinking out of the I'm not enough or I'm not there yet and having, what is it called? Destination syndrome? Something basically when you're so focused on the destination that you can't really see who you are now. And we get so hooked into this, I'm evolving and I'm changing and I'm becoming the best me and this and that. I get it. I understand. Like, I'm a self, development type of person. I'm constantly working on myself or whatnot. But it all goes back to what I've said in previous episodes. You are a project, not a problem to be solved. So when you are sleeping on yourselves and you're finally choosing to not sleep on yourself, I want you to understand this is not going to be just something that's an aesthetic. That's one of the biggest things. Like, the choice to not sleep on yourself is going to look like you have the thought, I'm having a hard time feeling pretty. You can have those thoughts, whatnot. And very rarely do you give those thoughts attention. That'll come in your mind, and then that thought would come in your mind, and your response should be, but I am beautiful. That's not true. I may just feel like this right now, but that's not my reality. I know I'm a very beautiful person. I know that I love how I look when I do my hair like this, or I love how I look when I do that. I love this. I love that. You start giving attention to the things that are right. See, a lot of times, and it's a battle. Sometimes I'm not gonna act like it's not. And sometimes you gotta allow yourself to feel, but don't let your feelings control you and become a reality. You snooze and you sleep on you, eventually you are going to lose you. You could sleep on yourself so much till you get to a point where I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't know, I just feel so lost and I just don't understand, and it's just you get in that space because you have constantly slept on yourself every chance you got. Every chance you got, you didn't even choose you. You kept sleeping on yourself over. Sorry, I'm getting a little passionate here. But for real though, you kept sleeping on you over and over and over again. And the question is, am I done disregarding myself and making it as if I'm not important, when quite honestly, I'm probably one of the most important things in my life? You will know you're the only thing that you can control. You are the only thing that matters, honestly, because you have to see, it says love thy neighbor as you love thyself. You have to love thyself before you can love your neighbor. That don't mean be a narcissist and be vain and conceited, but you have to take care of yourself in order to treat those and everything else around you right. So how do I choose myself? You choose yourself through the little decisions, day by day, honey buns. It goes back to me saying you have to define who you are. Get it down, write that list, and define who you are. And every single day, you're going to make a decision that aligns with it. I want you to go, step one, I want you to go in. I want you to actually take a whole day out and write down every single thing that you do throughout the day. We have over 60-some thousand thoughts a day, by the way, y'all. But every decision that you remember making today. Oh, I decided to lay down in bed for 5 minutes. I decided to do a quick hairstyle instead of the hairstyle that I like because I didn't have time. Oh, I rushed and I chose to wait another 5 minutes to do this, and I ended up being late. I chose to do this and I chose to do that. Right now, every decision that you can remember making throughout the day, and I want you to reflect on those decisions. Does that emulate the type of person that you see yourself as, or that you want to be seen as? And then what I want you to do from those decisions is write down what the person that you see yourself as or that you desire to be, what do they do? And I want you to choose those kind of decisions every single day. Every single day for the next 7 days. Just do it for 7 days. Just be that person that you see yourself as or that you're looking to grow into for the next 7 days and make decisions like that. You're going to be choosing you for sure. You're going to be choosing you. You about built you. You can start a whole new identity at that point. You also choose yourself by choosing people who choose you. Like by building relationships that are aligned with where you are going in life, or the area of life that you're currently in and that you're aspiring to be. You shouldn't be looking back when it comes to relationships, because a lot of times, yes, each one teach one, but you have to be sure that is your calling, because some people can teach one and never go back to where they came from, but some people cannot be attached to people from where they came from without being pulled right back to where they came from. So you have to understand, like, is that my gift? Yes, I do believe in helping people, and I do believe in being there for people and stuff like that, but sometimes you have to help in a different way. That could be passing on a resource, but that does not mean immersing yourself into their world. Because sometimes, to be quite honest, that's too close of a world to you, to where you once were. That's only 2 steps back. So you have to understand that your temptations and choose to do the opposite of. You have to constantly go day by day, minute by minute, choosing yourself, because choosing, and another thing, I low-key cut myself off in the last sentence, but another thing is choosing yourself will not always feel good. It won't. Choosing yourself will exercise that delayed gratitude muscle. Choosing yourself will sometimes make you make a decision that does not feel good right now, but will feel so great in the long run. So great. And trust me when I say that. But as long as you sleep on yourself, you will lose yourself. So if you want to continuously choose you, stop sleeping on you and start choosing you with the decisions that you make on a day-to-day. This was quick, cute, and out the way, sis. Love you, and we'll talk next time.